Story time. So I found myself on Facebook, as we all do, and what comes up in my timeline was a memory of my daughter and a client I had about 10 years ago. She was 6 and now she's 16. That made me think about, wow, that was a really long time ago. So I'm going to tell you the story about Winbag. So Winbag was a client that came to me and approached me about doing an infomercial. They didn't have a lot of budget, so I was like, okay, we can kind of do that. And I was thinking to myself, like, all the resources I'm going to need to pull this off, because a lot of it's about producing and about writing the script and just making this Winbag, this inflatable thing, which you'll see right now, right here, right there, the Winbag. Cool, right? So we made a big script, and I remember building a couple little pieces for it with the weight, and my daughter, being 6, I was like, you know what, I can use her to demonstrate what this product does. And so we brought her into the studio, and she was hanging off a little crowbar trying to make the weight move, and of course it didn't. And then we put the Winbag underneath the weight, and we kind of blew it up, and it moved. But I gotta tell you, it was really hard to move it, and it was like 1.0, and so sometimes a little bulb would kind of blow off the back, but it was cool. It definitely did its job. And then we went out to location. We got some installers. My dad was a kitchen designer, and so it was easy to find installers that are window installers, and we went to a couple window places that install windows, and we showed up on the job site with the Winbag, and it was really kind of cool. But the one thing that I want to tell you is that not everything you see is for real, but I'll get to that in just a minute. So as you can see through the video, we have the Winbag, and it's leveling doors, moving cabinets, and actually out there installing the windows. But that scene where you see the installers with the windows, literally that's right before a hurricane came. It was like the day before, and I can't remember 10 years ago what hurricane it was, but I have to look that up, and maybe I can remember it and put it in the graphics. But it was cool because it was like, we're gonna get this shoot done. It's gonna happen right now, no matter what, because I already lined up the people for it, and all the installers, and we've already scheduled the crew for it, and man, I was going to take it right up to the wire for the hurricane. And so we got that shot and installed, and then we headed back to the studio, and we made some more shots happen. And I think the interesting thing of it all was, you know, the client just didn't have that big of a budget. I mean, for you guys, how much do you think all that cost? Leave in the comments what you think that budget is, because I'll be curious to see what you guys think what the budget is. But anyways, so 10 years go by, and now this company is like doing phenomenal. They have Winbag in Home Depot, and I've translated this video in like 18 different languages, from South Korea, Chinese, German, Spain, Portuguese. So they sell them worldwide, all because of a cool video and cool ideas that I kind of came up with on the fly. Like, I think one of the interesting and most hard part was the actual when you see the Winbag crack the ice. that's not cracking any ice at all. That we had like 4 blocks set up. It took like 5 days to freeze in the freezer, and I had to like make a little teeny line all the way around the Winbag, just enough to make it look like it cracked. And of course, we put broken glass sound underneath when the ice actually breaks. So what you're actually seeing there is 2 things of ice that are barely held together, and then it kind of comes apart. And then of course we had dry ice to give it a little pizzazz, you know, turntable and some cool light. And you know, we made this product look like it's amazing. I mean, it could break ice. I mean, really, who says that? Well, infomercials do. Because sometimes it's not about the actual tool and what it actually is meant to do, but the wow factor, so people can actually see it and enjoy it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, a little behind the scenes of infomercial I did. And that was 10 years ago. And so, you know, the power of great video is still doing well today, and it's in lots of countries.